paths. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
The views and opinions expressed on Trudging Together are solely those of the host, co-host, and our guests. They do not necessarily reflect the views of any organization, fellowship, or other entity, and definitely not your boss, your neighbor, or that one guy in your home group. The content of this program is not intended to replace medical, psychological, or professional advice. If you're looking for that, please seek guidance from qualified professionals who spent way too many years in school. What you'll hear here is based on lived experience, recovery journeys, and the occasional bad coffee-fueled joke. Trudging Together is not affiliated with any 12-step fellowship. We are simply people sharing our stories and walking this path together, one day at a time. Thank you for joining us, and remember, recovery is serious business, but that doesn't mean we can't laugh along the way.
Trudging Thursdays. Trudging Thursdays. It's Thursday, and we're trudging. Hey, Amber. Amber, I probably can't stay long, but hello. Well, hello. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yep. Actually, it's not morning anymore. It's 3 minutes past morning. Morning as in the time of day. Morning. And my cousin's still trying to tell everybody I'm not part of the family. I keep blocking her. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. It's alcoholism. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Another one of my cousins, she's just like, what is going on? But I guess she keeps posting on her Facebook that I'm not related to the family. This is a family that I found when I was 45. I'm now 55 years old. It's been 10 years. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you something. Okay. My biological father never contributed a dime. A dime. He owed me money. Oh boy, did he owe me money. I never brought it up. I never said anything. If I want money, I would have went after it, man. And it could have been mine. But I didn't. Not only that, but they're kind of a bunch of assholes. Most of them. I talked to a sister, a cousin, and an aunt. And I'll tell you something, they're Mormon. So there's a lot of people in that family. Mormons have big families. We're usually all related to each other one way or another. Like my half sister, my little brother and sister, my half brother and sister. I don't have any full brothers and sisters. Right? They're also like third cousins. I think it's great. Whenever I bring it up, people are like, yeah, I don't know. So I'm like, get over yourself. All right. Amber says someone my age quit today because of drinking. Also showed up in the mail was 4 different child support papers in different states, 3 baby mamas. I don't know if he's an alcoholic, but he doesn't sound like a great life decision. It was his 4th week. That's a bummer. I know what he's doing. Oh man, that sucks. It's not easy watching. Even if we don't know somebody, it's not easy watching them throw their life away when you know there's an answer. Yeah. So, thank you, Benjamin, for sharing the podcast. Didn't make it huge. It's still doing what it's supposed to be doing. Let's see how many times has it been downloaded? It's had 17 views. That's just on Facebook though. On Podbean, I had 42 downloads yesterday. So, I don't know what that is. But my stuff started to pick up a little bit. Yay. All right. Yay. Now, if I could get more people here, that would be helpful. All right. One day I'm going to figure out how to. One day I am going to figure out how to do tabs on my phone so I don't have to switch between stuff all the time. One day I will figure that out. Oh. See, this one says 197 best dad jokes that are actually kind of funny. All right. I'm pretty sure we've done all 197. we, um, um, or I'm gonna have to skip through some of these. These are Father's Day jokes, kinda. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Dion's Daily Funnies. Remember today, 2 o'clock, two sober dudes. Tyler and I are going to be talking about filling up your cup, making sure that you take care of yourself. I believe that is what he wanted to talk about. That's what we're going to talk about. There you go. 2 o'clock. We will be live and on air in front of you. All right. No, we're not doing that one. I got fired from my job as a taxi driver. It turns out nobody thought I was fair. Asshole. Why don't they have Father Day sales? And they don't really, just so you know. They don't really have Father's Day sales. Because fathers are priceless. Why did the kids give their dad a blanket for Father's Day? Because they thought that he was the coolest dad. I like these. I'm going to be using these. All right. You know what I do with my grandkids whenever I give them something? It isn't thank you. It's thank you, best grandpa in the whole world. That's right. If you think I am above giving chocolate for love, you're wrong. If you think I'm above it, nope. Today my son asked me, can I have a bookmark? I burst into tears. He's 12 years old and still doesn't know my name. Can I have a bookmark? I don't get it. Okay. Maybe it'll come to me. I'm also not awake. What did the buffalo say? Oh, we've done that one so many times. We've done that one. What has a spine but no bones? A book. Yeah. You know what would happen if you threw all the books in the ocean? It would cause a tidal wave. Yeah, that'd be scary. I love watching movies with natural disasters, especially water ones. I don't know what it is. Only on TV though. I'd never want to see it in person. That would be really, really fucking scary. Yeah. Did you hear that I'm reading a book about anti-gravity? Yeah, it's impossible to put down. Yeah, impossible. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. Welcome to I guess it can't do sounds and post at the same time. Okay. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. I am Dion. I am your host. If you're here, please say hello. That's when you go, hello, Dion. How are you today? And then I'm like, well, I'm good. How are you? And then that's it. All right. So no Maudlin Guilt. You know what I was doing while I was acting the fool there for a second? I was looking up exactly what maudlin guilt is before we get started. Right. So maudlin guilt refers to excessive, self-indulgent, and often tearful remorse that becomes a form of woe is me, sentimentally rather than constructive repentance. It is characterized by wallowing in sadness or self pity, often described as foolish, mushy, or drunkenly emotion. Drunkenly. Yeah. Yeah. It's right because the cousin I was talking about, they put on my thing that they said, this guy really likes to hear himself talk. She wasn't wrong. I love it. I love being the center of attention. I will admit it. It was just kind of funny that she's trying to put me down, but it's also true in a sense. I'm not taking any offense to it, by the way. I'm not. This is when I did that stuff when I was drinking, nobody listened to me. They're like, okay, Dion. All right. That's what it was. There's no point in poking the bear in this situation. If I was to push back in this situation, it might make her drinking worse. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm trying to hold on to a chance that I might be able to help her one day. So I can't push it. I don't want to. No. She's another child of God, folks. All right. That's all I can do. She's not really causing that much controversy. So, no worries. How's that for a 10th step? Yeah, there's my 10th step. God bless her soul. But for the grace of God go I. And I have to remember that is me. All right, let's get back to this, right? What else? What are key aspects of maudlin guilt? Excessive self-pity. Pour me, pour me, pour me another drink. Right? Is a form of martyred self-absorbed that consumes emotional energy without leading to productive change. This is my PTSD right there. Yep. My PTSD saying, Dion, you're not worth it. Did you listen to Benjamin yesterday? He talked about this. He talked about a lot of self-pity. He he let us know that he also deals with autism, which made me like the guy even more, just so you know. But I can also tell that his autism has given that man a golden tongue. He's got one. That man can talk better than me. He's good. I like him. All right. And he ain't full of crap either. He's not. He's not full of it. All right. Go listen to it. It's a good one. All right. So, but he talked about that a lot. I went through this a lot. Woe is me mentality. Instead of focusing on fixing fault, we dwell on the past actions with an over the top emotional display. Etymology. I have no idea what that is. The term is derived from Mary Magdalene, historically depicting in art as a weeping, repentant sinner, which evolved into a term for exaggerated emotionalism. And then it gives the AA perspective. I did not ask for this. In daily reflections, maudlin guilt is contrasted with a sweat over fixing mistakes, suggesting is a barrier to progress and spiritual maturity. Well, guess what we're reading? We're going to be reading that exact same thing in here. I didn't set that up at all. See? So, I'm going to read this. No maudlin guilt. This is May 27th in the daily reflection if you'd like to follow along. Hi, Nick. Good to see you, dude. In case I didn't say hi. I don't think I did. All right. Day by day, we try to move a little towards God's perfection, so we need not be consumed by maudlin guilt, as Bill sees at page 15, which we will get to next. When I first discovered that there is not a single don't in the 12 steps of AA, I was disturbed because this discovery swung open a giant portal Only then was I able to realize what AA is for me. Is there really? There's not a single don't in the 12 steps? Oh, okay. There's not a single don't in the 12 steps of AA. They are correct. I'm like, there is the word don't in the big book, but that's not what they said. They said the steps. So, yeah, okay. That's just my mind. See, that's my alcoholic mind searching. It's also the Virgo in me. I can't help it. Kind of knows everything. Between that and my ADHD, sometimes it's a fucking mess up in here. Up in here, up in here. I found that CD on the road back in the early 2000s. I found it out in the parking lot, played it. I'm like, I like this song. Up in here, up in here. All right. Was that 50 Cent? Oh, no. I think the thing was only worth a quarter. All right. AA is not a program of don'ts, but a programs of do or doo-doos. Yes, I said doo-doos. Sometimes I say duty. AA is not martial law. It is freedom. AA is not tears over defects, but sweat over fixing them. AA is not penitence. It is salvation. AA is not woe to me for my sins past and present. AA is praise God for the progress I am making today. Right? And I wonder why all my books are jacked up. You want to know why? You want to know why my book looks like this? I've been going live for 8 years. 8 years I've used this book. All my other ones are holding pretty tight though. So yeah. Maybe we'll get another. Here's the thing. I'm Gen X. There's nothing wrong with this one. I still got all the pages. Sometimes I have to go digging. All right. All right. See, I got all the pages. I got all of them. Here's one single one. There's October 14th. All right. We got August. We got March. We got June. We got October all by itself. A little bit of March. All right. Okay. Sorry, I got to break up the monotony here and there. All right. All right. Back to the reading. So, eternal values, right? So we're going to As Bill Sees It, page 15, which was the reading, right? Eternal values. Many people will have no truck at all with the absolute spiritual values. Perfectionists, they say, are either full of conceit because they fancy to have reached some impossible goal, or else they are swamped in self-condemnation because they have not done so. Right? Yeah. Perfectionists. Those perfectionists. I'm a perfectionist. I do everything perfect. I'm a former perfectionist. Now I don't. I utilize perfection in a much different way now. I'm still trying to achieve it, but I don't think I'm perfect. I don't think I know everything anymore. That's the main thing. But I certainly use perfection as a goal to reach. Absolutely, I do. It's taught to us that way. Yet, I think we should not hold to this view. It is not the fault of great ideals that they are sometimes misused and so become shadowy excuses for guilt, rebellion, and pride. On the contrary, we cannot grow very much unless we constantly try to envision what the eternal spirit values are. For us, these are the principles of the program. Okay. There's a principle to every single step. Okay. And that is what they're talking about here, that we can constantly try and envision what the eternal spiritual values are. All right. Goes on to say, day by day, we try to move a little towards God's perfection. See, like anger, I still get angry. It's what I'm doing with it that matters. Like earlier, when I saw that, my cousin made that little, I got angry for about 2 seconds. Absolutely, I did. I just know that my first thought is incorrect. So I skip it. In this case, not always, I'm not perfect, reaching towards it. I just skip it. This morning I did. I just skipped the first thought. I don't even know what it was because I skipped it. I went to like the third or fourth one. This person's an alcoholic. I know what they're going through. So instead of looking at it, oh, you're picking on me. Oh, Charlie Brown. Oh, he's a clown. You better watch out. Just you wait and see. Why is everyone always picking on me? Why is she picking on me? Poor Dion. Poor Dion. Or I can take it the way that God wants me to take it. Dion, this is a sick child. I need you to help her. That's the answer. I don't need to defend myself. Nobody on that side of the family. My other cousin who was writing me, I told her, at least somebody's finally introducing me to the family. So that was pretty funny. All right. Now I'm laughing at it. It's just, it is what it is. Are my thoughts on her a little bit? Yeah, but not in anger. No, not in anger. Patience, tolerance, kindliness, and love. This is our code. Yeah. With everything that I do, it's not surprising people come after me every now and again. It's just how it is. I've been accused of several things. All right. So, day by day, we try to move a little towards God's perfection. So we need not be consumed by maudlin guilt. Don't feel guilty that you're not perfect right now today. There you go. That's what they're saying about. You don't need to carry guilt. Really serves nothing. Guilt cannot be utilized for anything good, unlike anger. You're gonna have to turn that one. You're gonna have to turn around. All right, maybe a little bit of guilt to keep you motivated, but I'd rather go with regret because regret doesn't carry guilt and shame and blame. It's just it's a fact. That's why I prefer regret, because to me, regret it's just a fact. It happened. I don't have to put any emotion into it. All right. Be consumed by maudlin guilt for failure to achieve his likeness and image by Thursday next. Right? For progress is our aim, and his perfection is the beacon. Light years away, that draws us on. Yes. Right? We need something to go after. I need a goal. I need progress. I need progress in my life. Each day, I need to have something, some kind of success that keeps me going. All right. Yesterday I had a really good podcast, kept me going. Today I have another podcast. Are they as big as they see? That's the thing. You can't start comparing. Is this one compared to this one compared? Because these aren't all the same people. Not the same stuff is going to happen. What's going to happen is what God wants to happen. That's what's going to happen. And everybody that comes on knows that. Even these bigger ones I've been bringing on, I tell them I don't have a huge following. I'm telling you. Okay. But I have a very solid one. You'll probably get a couple more listeners. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But we all have one ideal. Every single person I have brought on lately, we all have one ideal. If it's going to help one person, it's worth it. Love it. Now we can do something. We have a place to land. Ah, that was refreshing. More refreshing than usual. All right. All right. So when we first get sober, the past can still hit us hard. The wreckage, the people we hurt, the mistakes that we meet, it all leads to guilt. But the program warns us about maudlin guilt. This is the frothy emotional appeal, the over emotions of things, playing the martyr. You hear me talk a lot that you have got to be responsible for your triggers. This is what we're talking about. If not, then you are utilizing maudlin guilt. There is no point to point fingers, blame, shame. There's no point in any of it. Those things do not lead to the cause and condition, nor do they lead to the solution of the problem. Excuse me. And maudlin guilt is just self-pity disguised as remorse. Well, this person died, so I'm allowed to drink. Really? Really you are. Would that person be okay with you drinking over their death? So did you ask yourself that question? Because I doubt it. If they were a friend of yours, I doubt very much they want you to relapse. Doubt it. Right? It's just another excuse. What do we call these? We call them lurking notions. And a lurking notion means that if a certain thing happens, you get to drink. If my daughter gets married, I can have a drink. If this happens, if that happens. No. These are lurking notions. All right. Staying stuck in that shame, get to that fourth and fifth step. It will clear this stuff up, beating ourselves up over the past, and it traps us in that self centered thinking. Now, if you have something beyond alcoholism like PTSD or even general anxiety, it's going to exacerbate that. It's going to make it worse. So you got to be very careful how long you're going to stay in this self pity, how long you're going to stay in your anger. We alcoholics have to be very careful how long we say you cannot do it for days. That will drive you to drink, man. You've got to have some relief. Okay. Work on it. Face it. You're not alone anymore. You're not alone anymore. That was another big thing that we imagine how you and I felt set apart. Imagine how far apart Benjamin felt growing up with autism and not, and kind of a little. No, it was diagnosed at a pretty young age. Imagine that. See, it could have been hard. It could have been even harder. How? So, what's the difference between that guilt and the responsibility? What are we going to need? Well, what is the first principle of the program? Honesty. Which is kind of funny considering we're a bunch of freaking liars. We are. Yeah. We don't mean to be. I didn't. It wasn't until I sat down and did that fourth and fifth step that I figured out how I was lying. How I was lying. Um, I'm going to have to wrap this up here. All right. So, what you're gonna do, you're gonna admit your wrongs, you're gonna make amends, I'm talking like 2 minutes here, folks. I'm wrapping this up. That was a sponsee, and they don't usually call. So, why do we fall into it? Shame about past behavior, fear, comparing ourselves to others, and believing we don't deserve happiness. Right? Sound familiar? So, what do we do? Well, we do steps 4 and 5, where we look honestly at ourselves and admit the truth. 8, 9, and 10, where we make amends and continue growing. Then we continue learning from our mistakes, staying humble, and help others who are struggling. All right. Now, usually I take that and stretch it into 10 minutes, just so you know. I do. Anyway, but I wanted to give you the answer before. So, Instead of living in the guilt, recovery asks us to do this: learn from your mistakes, stay humble, help others who are struggling. Okay. Our past becomes part of the message, not a prison. So the past can teach us, but it doesn't have to own us. It can teach us, but it does not need to own who you are today. All right. If you like what we do here, please share, like, love, whatever you want to do. We'd always use a little bit of help. The Daily Trudge is self-supporting. If you can give a little bit, $2, $5, whatever. Venmo is at Trudging Together, and our Cash App is Dion G. Miller. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. You know I do. Peace out and keep on.